Welcome to this explainer. We're going to dive right in today because we're looking at one of the most mysterious, absolutely mind-blowing concepts we've ever dared to explore. We're talking about our place in the cosmos, and we're asking a question that literally bends the limits of imagination. What if the multiverse is real?
So could another you exist somewhere out there? I mean, seriously, try to wrap your head around that for a second. Imagine there are infinite versions of you existing right at this exact moment. And we're not talking slightly different haircuts here. Maybe there's a version of you who actually finished writing that novel, or someone living a completely different life just because of one tiny, totally different choice. It sounds like straight-up science fiction, but what if it's not?
Okay, so what exactly is the multiverse? To really get this, we have to scale our thinking way, way up. It's this theoretical concept that our universe, everything we currently observe, is not the only one. Instead, as scientists like Hugh Everett proposed with his many worlds interpretation, our universe might just be one tiny drop in an infinite sea of distinct realities.
This is a massive paradigm shift. Think about it. For centuries, the one universe model, basically just the stuff we can see and experience, was the absolute limit of human thought. But the many universes concept, that completely shatters the ceiling. It suggests infinite realities are existing simultaneously right alongside ours. It entirely rewrites what existence even means.
Section 1. The science behind the theory. Now, scientists aren't just making this stuff up for movie scripts. The math actually points us in this direction. Take quantum physics, right? It deals with the totally bizarre, unpredictable behavior of subatomic particles, where multiple states can exist all at once. Or look at cosmic inflation, that rapid expansion of the universe right after the Big Bang. Physicists like Alan Guth suggest this inflation might actually be eternal, so it's constantly stopping and starting in different regions, essentially blowing up new bubble universes in the process.
Section 2. Exploring alternate realities.
First off, picture universes with entirely different histories. Think about every major historical bottleneck on Earth. Like the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs? Maybe, in another reality, it missed our planet by a fraction of a degree. Or the outcomes of major global conflicts were totally reversed. In a multiverse, there are entire realities where the history books would be utterly unrecognizable to us.
And it goes way beyond just different historical events. We're talking about entirely different rule books. Some of these realms might have totally different fundamental laws of nature. Imagine a universe where the fine structure constant is just slightly tweaked, so atoms literally can never form. Or maybe a reality where gravity pushes matter apart instead of pulling it together. The physical possibilities are quite literally endless.
But let's zoom back to you, because this is where the theory gets super personal. In this framework, there are alternate versions of yourself living out the consequences of entirely different life decisions. Did you take a different job? Move to a new city? Under the multiverse theory, every single major choice you ever agonized over actually spawned a brand new reality where you took that other path.
So, if these realities are actually out there, could we pack a bag and visit? Well, the challenges are absolutely staggering. First, we'd have to theorize and actually locate unproven portals and extra dimensions. Then we'd have to confront massive scientific unknowns. And the technological hurdles, honestly, they're nearly impossible. Physicists estimate we'd need particle accelerators the size of the freaking galaxy just to probe these scales. So yeah, for now, dimension hopping is firmly out of our grasp.
Which brings us to Section 3. Advantages versus challenges.
We're really weighing a scale of epic proportions here. On the one hand, proving the multiverse would trigger unprecedented new discoveries. It would give us a completely better understanding of reality and open up just unlimited possibilities. But on the flip side, we face a pretty harsh reality. It is incredibly difficult, maybe even empirically impossible, to physically prove. It brings up extremely complex scientific roadblocks and, honestly, some pretty major ethical concerns if we ever somehow made contact with another universe.
But just pretend for a second that we actually got undeniable proof. The global excitement would be totally unprecedented, and it would go way deeper than just a media frenzy. Much like the Copernican revolution, we'd see massive shifts in philosophy and religion as humanity grapples with the fact that our universe isn't the only one. It would trigger an absolute explosion of accelerated scientific research, basically reshaping human institutions overnight.
Section 4. What it means for humanity.
Look, even without definitive proof right now, just studying and theorizing about the multiverse expands human knowledge in some incredibly profound ways.
It gives us this completely new lens to view our place in reality. It amplifies our curiosity about the unknown. And honestly, it proves that human imagination, when you pair it with rigorous science, can push the very boundaries of what we even consider possible.
Even if it turns out the multiverse stays forever out of our physical reach, it remains, without a doubt, one of the most fascinating, mind-blowing ideas in all of science. Just the mere possibility of infinite realities is enough to completely rewire how we view existence. It stretches our brains, challenges our most basic assumptions, and ensures that we'll keep looking up at the stars.
As we wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with a powerful question to chew on. If there are infinite versions of reality out there, how does that change the way you value this one? Think about it. If everything you could ever possibly imagine is already happening somewhere out there, what makes your reality, your choices right here and right now, so incredibly special? It's a pretty profound thought to carry with you. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the cosmos. Keep questioning, keep learning, and I will see you in the next explainer.